Hello, everybody, and welcome to Freak Out, to Chill Out. I hope you're coming to this evening well and safe. The theme for this evening's meditation comes from my own life, not just this most recent crisis that we're all experiencing with COVID-19, but there are many times through my life where I've had to manage my disappointment. And sometimes some of those times have been more successful than others, I have to say. And it's taken a lot longer to manage the disappointment than the times where I've actually managed to accept the disappointment and to let go of it to some degree. And the interesting thing is that it comes back to that same thing that I've spoken about before with suffering. It's not that we pretend that we're not disappointed because our expectations or hopes, or both, have not been met. We might have had to come back from a holiday that we had great dreams of. We might have had great dreams of career changes, or a year 12 that's going to look very different from what it now is, or an 18th birthday party, a 21st birthday party. We might have even thought that we were indestructible as Prime Minister of Britain, and all of a sudden we find ourselves in hospital. These things, they're real, and we all have different versions of them. Some people will have grief-stricken experiences from this next couple of months, and sometimes even the last month, and that will be different. But they're all equally real to us in the moment. Disappointment isn't something that we can make a competition about. It's just something that we feel when our reality doesn't meet the hopes and the expectations that we've held. And there's a process, and it begins simply with acknowledging that we have that suffering, that we feel that disappointment. But maybe there's an and rather than a but. Maybe we can say, yes, I feel this disappointment. And how can I be compassionate with myself through that? How can I sit with that until the next thing comes out of it? We don't have to wallow. We don't have to indulge ourselves. We can identify the emotion that is sitting around the disappointment. And we can welcome that emotion and see what happens. See what that transforms into when we are able to sit with it. So this is my invitation for you tonight, and this is my offering in a way, and that is to hold you in the space so that you can be with your disappointment. And in that courage of being with, that you can observe what happens if there's a transformation, if there's a compassionate thing that you can do for yourself going forward. So I invite you to get comfortable, whether it's laying down, supported, cushion under back, cushion under knees, cushion under chest, neck and head. If you have a light scarf that you'd like to place over your eyes, whether you're sitting or laying, it gives your eyes just that little bit of protection. And if you're sitting, ensure that your feet are supported so that there's no weight dragging on your hips. Your lower back is supported so you don't slouch. And also, if you are going to sit, I do invite you to make sure that you're supported in a way that your spine is upright. There's just a bit of a lengthening through your chest, a little bit of a pressure behind your heart to stop your shoulders slumping. And now once you're in your comfortable position, I invite you to become aware of your breath. Allowing your breath to soften. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. Giving your out breath permission to lengthen. Soft and slow. Easing out of your body. And now I invite you to become aware of an area in your life where you're feeling that disappointment that I was talking about earlier. See if at this moment you can observe it from a distance, like observing something else, somebody else's problem. I invite you to do this so that when we come back in the middle of the meditation, you're able to refer back to it with ease. And then allowing your attention to rest in both eyes. Both eyebrows, temples, cheekbones, both whole eyes. Feeling your awareness in your nostrils. As you become aware of the sensation of breathing inside your nostrils. Noticing your mouth, your teeth and gums, your tongue, the inside surfaces of your mouth, your whole mouth, Awareness in your chin and your jaw. The hinges of your jaw. Both of your ears. Awareness in your whole face. As you observe the crown of your head, the back of your head, your neck and your throat, your whole shoulder girdle, both upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, entire palms and arms as radiant sensation. Let your attention rest in the whole front of your torso. The whole back of your torso. Your whole torso as radiant sensation. Your pelvic girdle. Your whole legs and pelvic girdle. Radiant sensation throughout your whole body. As you now notice the sensation of breath flowing in and out of your nostrils once again. The breath in whatever rhythm suits your body in the back of your throat. The sensations of breath inside your lungs. The gentle expansion of your lung tissue and the gentle relaxation, as if each breath is cleansing your lungs. The movement of your ribcage as you breathe, rising and also extending behind you into the floor. The expansion of your diaphragm into your abdomen. The associated movement in your abdominal tissues. The relaxation of your diaphragm. The soft rhythmical rise and fall of your abdominal wall as you breathe in and as you breathe out. You may even feel the gentle rhythm of your breath in your spine. Noticing the expansion in your arms and your legs. spaciousness as you breathe in, soft and gentle relaxation as you breathe out. And now you may notice in your mind, as the breath flows through your nostrils, it might also flow up into your mind, as if cleansing your mind, creating spaciousness, and softly relaxing out. Whole body softly expanding as you breathe in, and softly relaxing as you breathe out. And now bringing your attention into that area of disappointment that you identified at the beginning of the meditation. And notice where in your body you feel or experience that disappointment. Notice what the sensations are. And as best you can, as you become aware of the sensations, allow the details to fade into the background. And now, if it feels appropriate for you, let your attention move into a sensation that is welcoming, that is warm and compassionate. And if it feels appropriate, allow your attention in your own time to move backwards and forwards between the sensation that you associated with disappointment and the association that you associated with warmth, compassion. Gently and with great kindness, inviting your attention to move back and forth between these two experiences. And now when you're ready, and if it feels appropriate for you, and as best you can, bring your attention to both of those experiences simultaneously. And notice what happens. I'm now asking if there's an intention that arises out of that experience. And if an intention has come, see yourself living that intention in the days and weeks to come. Notice how you will be with yourself, how you will be with others. If you might smile more often. If you might hold more compassion for yourself. And if you might hold more compassion for others. And now I invite you to allow the sensation of compassion to flow through your whole body. As your whole body was being filled with your breath, allow your whole body to be breathed and filled with compassion. The sensation of compassion. Allow your breath to be compassion itself. As you become aware of the emotions you associate with compassion and where they sit in your body. What are the thoughts that you might associate with compassion? For yourself and for those around you. Where do they land? What tone are they in? I invite you to see yourself, even if it's just for this moment, as the embodiment of compassion. That is strong enough and courageous enough to be with disappointment. To hold disappointment and allow it to be there, knowing that it too will change. Allowing yourself to be still for a few moments. And now as I chant the ancient mantra of light, imagine light pouring in through the crown of your head, flowing down through your mind, bathing your shoulders, your chest, your arms, into your legs and your feet. Bringing energy and joy into every layer of your experience. Om Bhuvaya Svaha. Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Hyo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurrbhuvah Svaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Hyo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurrbhuvah Svaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Hyo Na Prachodayat. Knowing yourself to be full of light, invite that light to awaken every cell of your body, to rejuvenate and invigorate your entire system. As you begin to make the small movements that turn into large movements, to awaken your whole physical body. Fingers into arms, into shoulders, toes into legs, into hips, stretching through your whole torso, twisting and turning in whatever way makes sense for you. If you're lying, you might like to roll over onto your right side for a short while before coming up to sitting. And if you've washed your hands before coming to meditation, rubbing your palms together until they're nice and warm. And then placing that warmth over the closed eyes, allowing your eyes to open into that darkness and allow your eyeballs to be bathed. Spreading your fingers ever so slightly and letting the lights in. Massaging through your forehead, through your scalp. Drawing your hair away from your scalp, around the edges of your ears, inside, behind the hinges of your jaw, along your jaw and into your chin, around your mouth, outside of your nostrils, bridge of your nose, along your cheekbones, and smoothing from your forehead over your scalp and off your shoulders 3 times. If there's anything else that needs to be released, let it go. Bringing your hands to your heart if that feels appropriate. May all beings be at peace, and may we all live in the true peace of our own hearts. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you take your intention into your life tonight and tomorrow, and rest in the warm glow of compassion. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Thank you. Good night.